What is up, my bomb squad? This is Don the Bomb back for another epic, groundbreaking, earth-shattering action figure review. So, I hope everyone's having a good day or evening, wherever it might be where you're at. Today, I am going to be reviewing two of the four Series 1 figures, Mads Krueger and Alexander Hammerstone from Boss Fight Studios, MLW Wrestling Figure Series 1, and this is their Elite style line. I believe they're also coming out with a kind of like a basic line that has less articulation at a lower price point. Now, I did pick these up last week at Boss Fight, actually not Boss Fight Studios, but at Big Bad Toy Store for around $40 a piece. Unfortunately, they did not have Jacob Fatu, which, you know, he would make a great member of the Bloodline somewhere down the road. And then I also did not get Killer Cross because I already have his Mattel Karrion Kross figure already. So I didn't need to get another figure, especially at that price point. Maybe I'll play the long game on that one and maybe pick it up when it goes down on price if that ever does happen. But as of for today, I have two of the four figures, Mads Krueger and Alexander Hammerstone. So I'm not sure if too many people know about MLW. They are, I believe, probably the fourth or fifth largest wrestling company in the United States, probably after WWE, AEW, TNA Impact, maybe NWA. So, you know, a lot of these guys that were in are in MLW. They were in, I believe, Lucha Underground, which was a show that was on that was really cool. It introduced me to some of my favorite wrestlers like Ricochet, who was Prince Puma back then, Pentagon Jr., who is Penta El Zero now in AEW. I saw them first in Lucha Underground. And MLW, even though I don't watch it that often, it reminds me a lot of Lucha Underground. I do like the masked wrestlers, the big guys, masks, tattoos, all that stuff. You know, to me, that's as toyetic as they get, if you can be one or all of those. But I will get into the reviews here. Mads Krueger, who is 7 feet tall, 317 pounds, from South Africa, and his finishing maneuver is the Contra Clutch Slam. Now, this is a big, intimidating guy. Some guy that I wouldn't want to see in a dark alley. Let me tell you, because I'd be running the other way. And in my terrible athletic conditioning, he would probably catch me with relative ease. So, all right, so let's get into this review. Well, I guess we'll see the back here. It shows all that information, shows a nice picture of him, and then the other three that are in the series. And there's a nice picture of Mads Krueger right there. And a little window on the side with another picture of him. And then the barcode and other jibber jabber. So let's open him up and get right into this. Yeah, like I said, I don't watch MLW very often, but you can go on YouTube and subscribe to them. And I believe they do offer their weekly programming for free on YouTube. And unfortunately, I believe all the guys that are shown in Series 1 aren't even in MLW anymore. We all know that Karrion / Killer Cross and Scarlett are in WWE, and I like them a lot in there. Hopefully they get a justified push. I definitely like seeing Scarlett on my television screen. So here is Mads Krueger in what they say the plastic prison. Comes with some nice accessories. So let's get these accessories out of the plastic. Looks like I might be missing a hand, I don't know, maybe I'm missing a hand somewhere. I don't know. Whatever, let's keep on going. Oh, there it is. And he is locked in here, so I will take the trusty skizzers, free him. Not that I want to let him out, because this guy is really intimidating. Mads Krueger. This guy is going to cause havoc in anybody's fig fed. And like I said, I did get these for around $40 at Big Bad Toy Store about a week or so ago. Throw that over to the side. Oh, I spilled my Dr. Pepper. It's a good thing that was not captured on video. Uh-oh, but it's going to dribble off the table if I'm not careful. Oh my goodness, that's going to cause some problems. So look at this guy here. Look at this big, intimidating, evil-looking dude. Man, he's got the cool tattoos. He's got the black tank top and the olive green military-style pants, the high-top black boots. Man, this is a pretty cool-looking guy. And look at that mask. That is something out of a horror movie. It's got the straps on the back there. And like I said, he's definitely a cool guy. Before I get further into him, let's go into his accessories. We have another head, which is awesome. Another guy that looks straight out of a horror movie. I don't know which one I'm going to display him with. They're both pretty cool. Oh, man, that's cool. Liking that. I don't like the big hands, though, the closer I get to the camera. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. And you have a couple of those terrorizing, about to choke you, got me very angry hands. And he's ready for battle with the Fists of Fury. As if he needs to punch. And then he has a very unique clubbing weapon. I don't know exactly what this is called, but it's here. And once again, I don't think he needs this to beat anybody up, but it's here for his taking if he wishes to use it. And then, you know, with the articulation, with the boss fight wrestling figures, you know, they're a little on the stiff side. You just got to kind of work them loose. And as I've said before, I'd rather have an action figure with stiffer joints than loose, because you can fix stiff joints by heat and just, you know, manipulating the joints a few times. Loose, it just feels like it's going to fall apart. So, yeah, so he's got the double jointed arms, which have pins, which, you know, are not very good to look at, but they definitely offer a wider range of motion when they're double jointed like that. So with the articulation, you know, he kind of goes like that. And there's a little bit of a, as you can see, a butterfly joint there, which offers a little bit more range of movement with the shoulders. And there's the ab crunch. Now the ab crunch is a little on the stiff side. I might have to heat it up a little bit, so it's not really crunching too much. The head, you get a little bit of up and a little bit of down, but the mask prevents it to go any further down, but the head can twist sideways. So, and he can kick like that with his double jointed pinned knees. There's no thigh cut. There is boot cut though. And then the Mads Krueger splits, pretty decent for a guy of that size. Give the high kick like that. Overall, a pretty good offering, I'd say. I like this figure. I'll give this, if I had to rate it, plus the accessories all counted, I'd say that's a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty cool. Very intimidating guy. Now here is Alexander Hammerstone, 6'2", 251 pounds. Phoenix, Arizona is his hometown. And his signature maneuver is the Nightmare Pendulum. So I've seen each one of these guys wrestle a couple of times. Maybe not each other, but I've seen them on MLW programming wrestle. And, you know, they're two of the bigger stars there, which explains why they're in Series 1. So let's go for Alexander Hammerstone to get him out of the box. Well, you know what, I was hoping not to rip the box, but it looks like I did just that. Well, chances are I'm going to throw the boxes out anyway, as I am a almost primarily loose collector. I have one big bookshelf I have a lot of my figures on, and then, unfortunately for me, the rest of them are put away in tubs, probably never to be seen again, so hopefully I can fix that by one day getting another display unit, a display shelf. These guys will hopefully go on the display shelf. we'll get him out of here as we see him in his, as they say, plastic prison. And he has a MLW, this would be, is this the heavyweight champion belt? I can't actually read the print on there, but it's pretty cool. Whenever a figure can come with a belt, it's definitely pretty sweet. Oh, my Dr. Pepper is just, rolling away. Oh my goodness, I gotta put an end to this eventually. It's heading towards the edge of the table. I gotta mop that up. But there the belt is. He has some, another pair of hands. 2 pairs of hands, I should say. He's got the, I don't know what you would call it. I guess the choke hands, kind of like what Mad Krueger has. Or please don't choke me hands, trying to keep the guy away from him. Please don't choke me. And he has the double fists, just in case he wants to throw down with Mads Krueger or anybody else. With the molded on wrist tape, or this tape, whatever. Tape in general. Some cool shades. I gotta display them with the shades. Oh, that Dr. Pepper is really getting out of control. I gotta move the boxes and everything. These cool red shades for Mr. Hammerstone. And then another head sculpt. It is always cool when they include 2 different heads, so you can pick whichever one you like best for that particular occasion. Here's the extra one. Definitely is different than the one that comes with it. So here's the one that's separate. Got a little bit of a, more of a smile, if you want to call it that, than the one that's on it. With the hair back there, that's cool. Now, one thing I do notice about Mr. Hammerstone is his skin tone is a little on the pale side. Kind of reminiscent to the very first series of Jazzwares AEW figures, where they had a very ghost-like skin tone. Kind of Alexander Hammerstone kind of has that going on. But other than that, that's pretty cool. He's got the same articulation as our boy Mads Krueger. Yep. No thigh cut. He does have the boot cut, but the double jointed pinned knees and arms. But, you know, what more do you want these guys to do? You know, they have a little bit of the butterfly joint there for the higher range of movement with the shoulders. The head, not much up because of his hair piece, keeps it from going back. His head can tilt down a little bit and it can go side to side. So he's got the 2 gripping hands that comes with him, similar to what Mads Krueger has. I think I forgot to say, but Mads Krueger also had the 2 gripping hands that came with him, where he can hold that weapon. I like the cool attire that he has, the cool pants. Has that, you know, the USA flag mixed in with a little bit of a gray, the USA theme. That's pretty cool with his black boots. He's got his hands all taped up, ready for a battle. So that's a pretty cool guy. You know, although the ab crunch, once again, the ab crunch is not so good. It's just a matter of getting it maybe heated up a little bit. So I would have to give Alexander Hammerstone, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. He's pretty cool for what he is and what they are. So let's do some size comparisons here. Let me tilt that down a little bit. So you have Alexander Hammerstone, Mads Krueger from the Boss Fight Studios. Another member of the Boss Fight Studio family is from their Legends of Lucha Libre line. This is from their more basic line. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Ultimo Dragon. Now, he's a little shorter, which, you know, he's supposed to be shorter than Mads Krueger. And he's about the same, maybe a little taller than Hammerstone. But, man, I love this figure. Hopefully they get an Elite-style figure of him this year. So then you have that. And then the other guy that was supposed to be, well, he is in this line. I just didn't get him because I have his WWE figure. Well, here it is. Here is Killer Cross / Karrion Kross. And he is probably about a 6 foot, maybe, what, 6 guy, 6'7", and he is about as tall, almost as tall as Mads Krueger. I'm just glad that Mads Krueger is this height, because in the first few series that Boss Fights put out, the Legends of Lucha Libre lines, they're scaling a little smaller than Mattel, WWE, and the Jazzwares AEW. I was hoping they would bring the scale up a little bit, which it looks like they have with their more recent lines. The other ones that they first came out with a couple years ago were really, really short. So yeah, like I said, there's a Killer Cross / Karrion Kross. Here's AEW Jazzwares Chris Jericho in his cool purple promo gear. Now, he is almost as tall as Mads Krueger as well, which is okay. Smoke and mirrors, you know, you can have them displayed in a certain manner, which kind of masks that. So, and then I have from Boss Fight Studios, or I actually bought this from Boss Fight Studios a couple months ago. It's the Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Smalls, with his champagne glass and his cane. You can see how they compare to each other. You know, he may not be ready to throw down. He's ready to drink it up, is what he's doing. He wants to partay. So, all right. Oh, actually, too, if you're interested, I do have a review of the Notorious B.I.G. figure in my video library if you guys want to choose to look that up. This is an awesome figure. But here we go. For MLW, Mads Krueger and Alexander Hammerstone. Hopefully I'll get Jacob Fatu soon and do an individual review on him. As I say, please like, subscribe, comment, and share if possible. I greatly appreciate it. And please enable notifications and ring the bell if you want to see more of my content. Lately, I'm getting way more subscribers, but it doesn't seem like they're able to view a lot of my things. So if you want to see more of my videos, please do all that stuff I just mentioned, and hopefully you'll be able to see my content. So, and as I like to do with every video, all that glitter is not gold. This is Don the Bomb, signing off. Ooh, yeah!